Hello, today we're going to discuss the various types of interviews. First, we have the screening or telephone interview. This type of interview is used to narrow down the applicant pool. Many employers will choose to do this via telephone in order to reduce costs. Speaking of telephone interviews, keep in mind that you need to prepare just as diligently for a telephone interview as you would for a face-to-face interview. Even though you can wear your jammies during a telephone interview, you still need to be able to discuss how your abilities, skills, and experiences relate to the position's ideal qualifications. Here are a few tips for the telephone interview. Be in a quiet room, put your telephone on speaker, and have your resume and notes readily accessible. Second, we have the individual or personal interview. This is the most common interview format. During an individual interview, you have the opportunity to speak face-to-face with one other person. Typically, it is you sitting across a desk from a human resources manager or potential supervisor. Next, we have the group or panel interview. During this type of interview, several interviewers participate in the process. For many individuals, this can be a bit disconcerting because you have more than one person asking questions. Don't worry about it though. If you are prepared, you will do just fine. Also, a group interview gives you the opportunity to develop rapport with more than one person. Here's one thing to remember during a panel interview. Be sure to make eye contact with each interviewer when answering the interview questions. Fourth, we have the meal interview. Many times during the interview process, you will be expected to share a meal with your interviewer or interviewers. The purpose of the meal interview is to determine how you act in social situations. Here are a few tips for the meal interview. Be ready to engage in social conversation. Don't order anything messy. Stay away from pasta or food you eat with your hands, like a sandwich or chicken wings. Only order food you can eat with utensils. And mind your manners. Finally, we have the second or site interview. This typically occurs during the second or third round of interviews. At this point, you have impressed the employer enough that he or she wants to bring you on site for a final interview. On-site interviews are usually longer than other interviews. Due to the number of people with whom you may meet, they could be 4 to 7 hours in length. During an on-site interview, you typically meet with your potential supervisor, a search committee, a representative from human resources, and possibly colleagues or other constituencies. That concludes our session regarding the types of interviews. Please do not hesitate to contact Career Services with any questions. We are located in the Student Services Building, Suite 179. You may also reach us at careerservices.siu.edu. Our telephone number is 618-453-2391, and our email address is careerservices@siu.edu. Thank you and have a great day.